Hey everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Saturday, August 1st. Happy August. It is a new month. So we're going to start out this month nice and strong and a little bit heavy today, particularly if you're in person. So we have two different variations of the workout. If you're in person or doing it at home, we will go over both. We also go over a partner and individual variation. So this workout will kind of depend on what equipment you have. Okay, be creative as you go throughout this workout. So in teams of two, you're completing the following body of work, 3 rounds for time. Each round consisting of 10 deadlifts per partner, 15 synchronized burpees at the bottom and at the top. You're self-clapping, you are not high-fiving. However, you may air high-five. Right, to maximize social distance but still have lots of fun while doing burpees and distract you from the movement. 200-meter object run per partner. You will do that in a 200-meter interval. So one partner will go out, do their run with an object, come back. They will tag you in the air, and then you will do your 200-meter run with your object. And then when you both come back, you will start working on the next movement. Next movement is 5 power cleans each partner. Then 30 synchronized air squats at the bottom and at the top. And then we're going to finish the round with another 200-meter object run per partner. Again, same thing as before. One partner does their 200-meter interval. They come back. Next partner goes. So the other twist to this is the barbell load will increase each round. You get to choose that increase. What I want you to think about is starting with a medium, moderate weight. Right? You're going to base it off the power clean because the deadlift weight is probably going to be doable, but it's really going to be about the power clean because it's more of a complex movement. Think moderate for the first round, heavy. Second round, very heavy for the third round. We want the weight, particularly for the power clean, to slow you down. I'll say it again, it will slow you down. That is okay. That doesn't mean you rush the movement, that means you take your time, right? With a partner, they could do their rep, you could do your rep, and you could alternate reps back and forth as it gets heavier so you could take a little rest. But do not sacrifice speed and time just to try to get the bar up and sacrificing mechanics, okay? So, again, think moderate, heavy, very heavy. Before we go with the movements, I'll go over the at-home variation because you probably don't, you may not have, all of us may not have the same amount of load that we would use in person, okay? The movements and volume are a little bit different. Still 3 rounds for time, but at home you're doing 20 burpee dumbbell deadlifts, 200-meter object run, 21 arm dumbbell thrusters, that's 20 total, and then a 200-meter object run. So for both groups, whether you're at home or in person, your object is going to be a dumbbell plate, a slam ball, a med ball, something similar. No ab mats, you can't run with an ab mat, okay, but you just need to run with a weighted object. Could be a weighted backpack if you're at home, could be a tool, a toolbox or something similar, a duffel bag, whatever you have around your house that has a little bit of load. This will just make the run a little asymmetric, a little bit more challenging. So a couple things we need to go over. For the deadlifts, as we're cycling the bar going up and down, okay, we need to make sure that we finish at the top with our shoulders behind the bar, and then as we cycle, hips go back first. We lower the bar to the ground by bending the knees. So as the bar passes the knees, they bend a little further so that we can reach the floor. We're not going to reach the floor by rounding our lower back and losing that position. We're going to reach it by lowering our hips after the bar passes our knee. Our synchronized burpees, remember, will be at the bottom and at the top, air high five. Our power cleans will start from the floor and end in the quarter squat in our front rack position. Right? You may, as you get heavier, only be able to do one, stand up, and release the bar. That's fine, but when our heart rate is high, we need to be patient coming off the floor, and then explosive when the bar comes through the middle towards our waist. So accelerate the bar, punch it through, catch high, and stand, and go again. If you are cycling the bar, when maybe it's the first round, it's a lighter load, bring it down to the waist and then get over the bar early so that you can maximize the amount of leg drive for the next repetition. Our synchronized air squats will be at the bottom and at the top. If you are at home, our burpee dumbbell deadlifts looks like this. I have one dumbbell here. I'll do my burpee. I'll straddle the weight. I'll get my hips low, chest high first, and then I'll pick the weight up. That's one. And then I'll switch arms on my next rep. If I'm doing thrusters, okay, I'm going to lower into a squat, jump, press overhead, come right back down under control. I can alternate every 5 or every 10. I don't have to alternate every rep for that dumbbell. So make sure in that thruster we're really utilizing the leg drive to get the dumbbell up and overhead. If you're doing an individual variation at home, we're going to have you do half the... If you're doing an individual variation at home, you're going to do half the reps. So this 20 rep business is for those of you who are partnering at home. So 10 dumbbell deadlifts, 200 meter object run, 10 one-arm dumbbell thrusters, 200 meter object run if you're doing that in an individualized format. Same thing if you have the ability to do the barbell variation, do half of the reps. So it'd be about 10 deadlifts, or actually don't half the reps, keep the reps the same throughout each movement, okay? But you can rest as if there is a partner there. So you kind of have a shadow. So for example, if I do 10 deadlifts and say 20 seconds, great, I'm gonna rest 20 seconds before I do my synchronized burpees. If you like to do the same thing at home, you keep the 10 rep rule and you just see how long it takes you to do your 10 reps, then you can rest as a one-to-one work to rest ratio, as if you had a shadow. So you can do it that way. Okay, so if you're doing it, again, if you're doing it individually, you keep the reps the same, and you can pretend that you have a shadow with you. So for example, again, if you're at home, 20 burpee dumbbell deadlifts, you would do 10, and then you would rest as if your other partner is doing the balance of the 20. All right, that is the workout for Saturday. Have a great workout and have an awesome weekend.